So the Premier League transfer of the season is actually out, and then we have up to 8 names in the list, and then it is just one person that won it. Then the person that won it, many people are not comfortable with the fact that it was given to him. They feel that there are actually other players that had an outstanding performance compared to the winner. So before I dive into the person that actually basketed the award, I have to list out all the names of the people that were actually nominated for it before one person at the end emerged the winner. And I want to tell you that as that person emerged as the winner, many people were not okay with it. Like, they were like questioning why it is him or why it should be him, whereas there are still other people. But in this very video, we are going to look at the details that led to the person winning that very award. So in the list, we have Calvert-Lewin, who moved from Everton to Leeds United. We have Ryan Sheki that moved from Lyon to Manchester City. We have Victor Gyökeres that moved from Sporting Lisbon down to Arsenal. Then we have João Pedro that moved from Brighton down to Chelsea. We have Sanne Lammens, who moved from Royal Antwerp down to Manchester United. We have Semenyo that moved from Bournemouth down to Manchester City. Then we have Truffert that moved from Rennes to Bournemouth. Then we have Granit Xhaka that moved from Bayer Leverkusen to Sunderland. So these are the 8 nominees. And then it happened that at the end of everything, after detailed study based on their performances, the award was finally given to Manchester United goalkeeper Sanne Lammens that moved from Royal Antwerp down to Manchester United. So this award that Sanne Lammens actually received came with a mixed feeling, because some people actually want him to win it. Majority of the Manchester United fans are happy that their player won the EPL transfer of the season. And then let's say the opposition or the rival clubs or rival fans are not really cool that Manchester United player won the best transfer of the season, because from them they are seeing it from the angle that maybe it is something that was carried out based on voting, and then there is every possibility that Manchester United got everything influenced, because many awards that has been going on is always given to Manchester United player. So in this video, I'm going to kind of detail everything to you, and before I proceed, based on how we actually got the award, I would like you to click the subscription button, turn on the notification button, and at the same time do well to lay your decent opinion in the comment section. So going back to business, the winner, as I already said, remains Sanne Lammens, the goalkeeper of Manchester United, that moved all the way from Royal Antwerp down to Manchester United. And then from all these names that we have here, we have Calvert-Lewin. He has played in EPL before now, where he was sometime an Everton player before he was moved to Leeds United. So Premier League experience is already there. Then we have Ryan Sheki. Ryan Sheki already established his name while playing for Lyon before Pep Guardiola had to go and pick him up there. So the name of Ryan Sheki was already established before he joined EPL. Then we have Victor Gyökeres, who has won the Golden Boot at Portuguese League, and then not just winning it, he also won the title back-to-back with Sporting Lisbon. So his name was already speaking volume before he joined English Premier League. Then we have João Pedro, who moved from Brighton to Chelsea. Already EPL experience is there, and then his name is already known, and also the name of the club is already known. Then we have Sanne Lammens, the winner. Then we have Semenyo that moved from Bournemouth to Manchester City. This Semenyo was the turn on the flesh of any opposition. Like, he has always been their best player while playing for Bournemouth, and his name is already established in EPL. Then we have Truffert that moved from Rennes to Bournemouth, and then as he came in, he started doing well. Like, he played almost all the minutes for the club, and then he had an outstanding performance, even though he's a new player. Then we have Granit Xhaka that moved from Bayer Leverkusen to Sunderland. Already he has Premier League experience, because before he moved to Bayer Leverkusen, he was actually playing for Arsenal. So the EPL experience is already there. So out of all these 8 players, there are just 2 players that have not gotten EPL experience before the moment. They are this Truffert, then Sanne Lammens. They are the 2 players that haven't had any form of EPL experience. Like, their names were not speaking volume. nobody knows that they exist, but they came in and then they started proving themselves. I know that many of you will be like that. Victor Gyökeres have also not played in English Premier League before, but I want to tell you that he has played. I think he has played for this club that the Lab moved from to join Chelsea. It should be, yes, that very club. I can't really remember. He switched time or maybe something of sort, but I'm very sure that Gyökeres has played in English Premier League before he actually moved to Sporting Lisbon. So all these people have already established their name before this moment. Like their names were speaking volume. They are already top players before they moved to their club. But these two people, which is Prophet and then Sanne Lammens, who were there before the moment. How many of you can imagine that Manchester United can go to one small club at Belgium, Royal Antwerp, to go and pick up a player, and then the player will come to EPL and start doing wonders? Just think about it. If not because this guy is very, very good, why will he bench Bayende that has been there before his arrival for up to 1 year? He came in and then he started performing. Not just that he's performing, but he had the highest ratio of goals saved compared to David Raya. David Raya remains the Golden Glove winner, but this guy has goals saved. He has more goals saved compared to David Raya, and then he has up to 8 clean sheets, and then he has up to 79 saves. So his saves is even bigger than that of David Raya, and he's still young, in his early 20s, and then he was procured with just 18 million. And then nobody knows that this guy was actually existing before he surfaced, and then he started doing well. Minus this guy, Manchester United wouldn't have qualified for this Champions League that they qualified for. Like, I'm very sure, had it been Manchester United kept on managing Andre Onana, Man United will definitely not be playing this Champions League that they play for. All of us saw his work rate, his output. It was highly fascinating. So for me, I feel that he deserves all this thing. No EPL experience, his name is not known, but he came and then he proved himself and then made his name to be known because of his good work. There are still other players that got signed this season, in this concluded season, and then none of us are hearing their name because of their bad performance. But this guy, all the way from when he took over his first match, when he made his debut for Manchester United, he has been doing well till date, and he has been doing well. So I really think that he deserves it. Yes, like there is no other person that deserves it more than him, because other person that did well, someone like Joe Pedro have up to 15 goals with many assists. Yes, but when I'm talking about Joe Pedro already has experienced the nature of EPL matches. But the case of this guy, he hasn't experienced anything of sort. So I actually feel that this award was conducted based on merit, and then Sanne Lammens deserves it. So let me know your opinion in the comment section, and please do well to subscribe to this channel and also turn on the notification button for more videos like this. Thanks for watching and remain blessed.